How to overcome type error, unhashable type, list. I'm trying to take a file that looks like this and use a dictionary so that the output looks like this. This is what I've tried. I keep getting a type error column unhashable type column list. I know that keys in a dictionary can't be lists, but I'm trying to make my value into a list, not the key. I'm wondering if I made a mistake somewhere.
Note, this answer does not explicitly answer the asked question. The other answers do it. Since the question is specific to a scenario and the raised exception is general, this answer points to the general case. Hash values are just integers which are used to compare dictionary keys during a dictionary lookup quickly. Internally, hash method calls _hash_, method of an object which are set by default for any object. Converting a nested list to a set. This happens because of the list inside a list, which is a list which cannot be hashed, which can be solved by converting the internal nested lists to a tuple. Explicitly hashing a nested list. The solution to avoid this error is to restructure the list to have nested tuples instead of lists. As indicated by the other answers, the error is due to k equals list 0 column j, where your key is converted to a list. One thing you could try is reworking your code to take advantage of the split function. Note that if you are using Python 3.x, you'll have to make a minor adjustment to get it work properly. If you open the file with RB, you'll need to use line equals line.splitbx, which makes sure you are splitting the byte with the proper type of string. You can also open the file using with openfilename.text, ru, as fcolumn, or even with openfilename.text, r, as fcolumn, and it should work fine.
You're trying to use k, which is a list, as a key for d. Lists are mutable and can't be used as dict keys. Also, you're never initializing the lists in the dictionary, because of this line. Which should be? Which should actually be? The reason you're getting the unhashable type column list exception is because k equals list 0 column j sets k to be a slice of the list, which is logically another, often shorter, list. What you need is to get just the first item in list, written like so: k equals list 0. The same for v equals list j plus 1 column, which should just be v equals list 2, for the third element of the list returned from the call to readline.split. I noticed several other likely problems with the code, of which I'll mention a few. A big one is you don't want to reinitialize d with d equals for each line read in the loop. Another is it's generally not a good idea to name variables the same as any of the built-in types because it'll prevent you from being able to access one of them if you need it, and it's confusing to others who are used to the names designating one of these standard items. For that reason, you ought to rename your variable list variable something different to avoid issues like that. Here's a working version of your with these changes in it. I also replaced the if statement expression you used to check to see if the key was already in the dictionary and now make use of a dictionary setDefault method to accomplish the same thing a little more succinctly. Output.
The reason behind this is the list contains list of values. Like. And this won't work with something like this. To fix this you can transform the interior list to tuple, like. This will work.